Hey, here's what you need to bring to a meet to make sure that you show up and you're not sad because you forgot something at home. Welcome back to the Tuesday Tip. For our first meet of the season, we want to make sure that we prepare ourselves a list of must-have items that we bring to every single swim meet, okay? Non-negotiables. Number one, obviously you got to have a pair of goggles, but bring an extra. You don't want to walk behind the blocks, have a snap happen, and now you're freaking out because you don't have your pair of goggles. Bring 2 pairs of goggles that you like to the meet, so you always have a backup pair. Same thing with your suit. You want to have 2 team suits so that if something happens, a strap breaks, whatever, you have a backup ready to go, okay? Towels, plural. Don't just bring 1 towel, especially if you're swimming 3 or more events. That first one's gonna get soaked by the end of warm-up in that first event, and you really don't want to try and dry off with a wet towel. It's like when you're trying to eat cereal and too much time has gone by and now it's all soggy, and just life is bad when you're trying to dry off with a wet towel. Hydration. Bottle of water is great. You can always refill it at most facilities ever. But if you're not much of a water person, then bring at least probably a couple bottles of whatever your favorite sports drink is. Food, likewise, make sure that you have foods that you like at a meet. Us coaches really like to make sure you guys have some sort of carbohydrates. Our favorite snacks would probably be like bagels with cream cheese, because that's gonna last you for a nice long time throughout the course of a meet. If you don't like that, there's always pasta salad is a good way to go. Nothing wrong with a Ziploc bag of goldfish as long as it doesn't end up spilled all over the floor. It's gotta be something that you are cool eating in the middle of an athletic event, right? If it's gonna make your stomach hurt, don't bring it, don't eat it, right? Finally, warm clothes. Lots of pools are gonna be kind of chilly, right? Cold pool deck, cold stands. Bring warm clothes. You're gonna really, really be glad that you brought something you are comfortable wearing at a swim meet, okay? And if it's a really warm pool, then great, you just don't put them on. Easy peasy, boom, must-haves. Bring these. Now, if you're somebody who's been to a few meets, you already might have an idea of sort of the personal things you like to bring. Many people like to warm up in the stands, on deck, before they begin to get behind the blocks. We heavily recommend use a jump rope for that. Really good way to jumpstart, get your heart rate up, get yourself warm. You can also use a foam roller or a lacrosse ball if you really like to roll out. You might want to bring earbuds or headphones, whatever you really like to tune out all the distractions. If it is one of your first meets, or if you're somebody who really likes to prepare and make sure you know your events beforehand, get a Sharpie marker, write on your forearm what events you're in for the day. You're gonna wanna make this little pattern here, this sort of matrix on your forearm. And then before the meet even starts, you can write what your events are. So you might be in event number, I don't know, let's say 22, 26, and 34. Great. You won't know your heats and you won't know your lanes until you actually get to the meet and positive check-in happens. But once that happens, we can get a Sharpie and we're gonna fill in your heats, fill in your lanes. So if you set yourself up with this before the meet even starts, you're gonna be really ready and prepared to go. It never hurts to bring something that can distract you while you're up in the stands. Swim meets go pretty long. Often you'll be in the stands for like 3 hours, and we don't want you on your phones all day. Bring a set of Uno, a deck of cards, something that you can involve a few friends in, and let yourself just sort of kick back and be distracted for a little while before you need to get back in the zone and talk to your coach before your race. We kind of don't want your phone to be that device. It shouldn't be serving that purpose for you. If you've got your phone at the meet, check it however often you feel you need to. But otherwise, we would recommend set yourself a screen limit, okay? Come into the meet knowing that you have a certain screen limit so that you can check your phone when you feel like you need to, and then you can put it away and just hang out with your friends. Be a part of the meet. Cheer for your teammates when they're in the water and kind of stay actively engaged. I guarantee you're gonna leave that meet feeling like you had a really fun time, much more so than if you're just kind of sitting on your phone and then looking at the scoreboard to see when you're swimming and then looking back to your phone. That's not really gonna be a super fun time. So do what you can to bring something that you can turn to other than a screen, cool? And that's about it. We're crazy, crazy looking forward to our first meet of the season and all the meets thereon. Hopefully we've sparked you with an idea of something that will make you feel just a little bit more prepared, a little bit ready to go. And we'll see you at the Shark Frenzy. See you, gang.